Madam Web, the character that connects all the Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. So let's talk about how this film references various different corners of the Spider-Man mythos and Spider-Man himself. Does Madam Web feature a singular Spider-Man? No, technically, but also no, because they never named a baby. Anyways, let me rewind. Okay, so let's talk about the references to Spider-Man and the bigger Spider-Verse in this film. So at one point, we have Madam Web use her powers. You know, her, like, clairvoyant, her fortune-telling, her abilities to peek into the Spider-Verse is in this film. And Cassie enters this psychic other realm called the Web, and that's the web that connects them all. Clearly, I think this is the nod to, you know, the web of life, the web of destiny, all that. And what we see here is very vague and almost like a flash of trailer sizzle montages. I think that's the best way to explain it. Nothing is made very clear, and her connection to any Spider-Man and even the bigger Spider-Verse is only for those in the know. The film never goes into, hey, this is what it's about. Look at all these other Spider-Men in the Spider-Verse. Like, they never show us that concept. It's just sort of like, if you know what she's doing, cool. If you don't, the film will never explain it. Don't worry about it. Move on. Also, there is, of course, the South America spider people who gain their powers from spiders. One is stolen by Ezekiel, who ended up killing Cassie's mom. And obviously, if you know the comics, you know that there's been tons of hints that the whole concept of these spider people and everything has, like, magical, mystical powers that can affect reality, and that's why Ezekiel did what he did, and it's the reason that he's granted spider powers. But again, it doesn't really connect to the bigger other Spider-Man universe at all, especially since we very much know that in the live-action versions we've gotten so far, all the Peter's powers are directly from radioactive spider bites. So, yeah, this can't possibly connect to that. And before somebody argues we've never seen MCU Spider-Man get bit, yeah, we know. It's in the dialogue. It's suggested. Don't worry about it. He got bit by a spider. We don't need the origin. Let's not go back to Homecoming again and redo those arguments again that people clearly didn't understand. Yes, he got bit by a spider, people. Anyways, we do got another direct Peter Parker reference, in a way. So here's what's going on. Cassie attends the baby shower where Mary is, well, pregnant. And during the movie's final act, we see Ezekiel as he's pursuing, the heroes, the Webbies, the Madam Webs. Do they have a team name? I honestly can't remember if the film gave them one. I'm going to call them the Webbies. Anyway, so the Webbies are being pursued by Ezekiel Sims. And during this whole thing, we see Ben Parker, who rushes Mary to the hospital where she gives birth to a little boy who is never named. They never mention who he is. The film's just kind of like, this little boy's important. This is Uncle Ben, Mary, but they never lean into, hey, it's little baby fetus Parker and then baby Peter Parker now. He's going to be destined for great power and responsibility, I tell you what. They never do that. For whatever reason, Sony held back on that. They didn't like Gotham the script out of this, which is kind of shocking because everything else they do it in. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's it. They mention Richard Parker. He's away on business stuff. He's always working. That's brought up. For those that were wondering, there is absolutely zero Crane Dad in this. So that's another strike against the film. So, yeah, there you go. That's how it connects to the Spider-Verse, by pretending it doesn't even know it's connected to it. Genius.